Hi friends, today we are going to be doing the first step to our Vincent van Gogh sunflowers. So we are going to be drawing the vase, the table the vase sits in, and the flower stems that are coming out of the vase, getting us ready for our next step, which will be painting the background or coloring the background, and then our final step is going to be creating the flowers. So the first thing you want to start with is a pencil. So we are going to start by making an oval for the opening of our vase. Okay, so I'm going to start by making an oval, not too big, not too small, right kind of near the center of my paper. Then on one side, I'm going to curve in, and then I'm going to curve out and down. On the other side, I'm going to curve in and out and down. Okay. Near the belly of the vase, kind of like right here, we're going to make a curve to make our vase look more round. Okay. Underneath this curve, you are going to write your name. Try not to make it too tiny because we are going to be tracing it with the black crayon. Sometimes it's hard to trace it with the black crayon if it's really tiny. So I'm going to do it nice and big. I'm going to write Miss S. So just write your first name. Okay. Then coming out of our vase, we're going to have 5 stems. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Kind of make them different heights. Maybe some are curving to the side. It's up to you. And then a little bit higher than that little curve at the belly of the vase, we're going to make one straight line that goes from the vase out to the edge of the paper. One straight line that goes to the vase out to the edge of the paper. Okay? So now before we do anything else, we are going to be tracing our lines with the black crayon, except for our stems here. Okay? So I'm going to trace around the sides of my vase. I'm going to trace the oval. Now when I get to the oval, I'm going to try not to go over top of those stems that go through that oval. Okay? Now before I trace my little curve and my name, I'm going to be doing some shading on my vase. Now I'm going to let you guys pick what color vase you want to do. I'm going to pick orange if you want to do red, if you want to do purple, green. It's totally up to you. I just probably wouldn't use blue or yellow because we're going to have a lot of that in the background. We want to have a good contrast. So think about what color you'd like to use. Now when I color in my vase, I'm going to start at the edge of my vase and I'm going to press hard because I want to get a nice dark color. Okay, so I'm pressing hard. Now, as I get closer to the center of my vase, and I am going to go right over top of that line that I created in my name. We'll go over that in a second. As I get closer to the center, I'm going to press lighter. We want to get a lighter color here in the center. Then I'm going to go to the other side. Nice and hard to get that shadow. We want to make it look more three-dimensional. And then as I get closer to the center, I am pressing lighter. It's a really nice, easy way to give your picture some dimension. You don't want to press too hard in the center either because you want to still be able to see your name that you wrote with the pencil. Okay. Now I got that colored. Now I'm going to take my black crayon. I'm going to trace over top of that curved line we made. And I'm going to trace over top of my name so that we can see it better. Okay. Now I'm going to take my green. I'm going to have a dark green and a light green. This is going to be for my stems. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it with my dark green. So this is why it's important you didn't trace your stems with the black, because we're going to be tracing them with green. Make sure you're pressing nice and hard getting a nice dark color. All right, now I'm going to add my light green for the highlight on top of my stem. So I'm always going to go on top of it right next to my dark green. Okay. And straight up and down, just pick a side. And then we're going to switch sides because they start arching again. Okay, there's our stems. Now for the inside of my vase, I'm going to color it in black. That's the oval. I'm going around those green stems, but we want to create a nice shadow inside of our vase. And now we are ready for our next step next week, which is going to be adding our marker and water to create paint. Great job, guys!